I'm Lucy.
And I'm Tamoor.
And we've been playing a whole bunch of For Honor today. So we've been playing the Dominion mode, which is an objective-based, capture the zone, 3 zones,
Yep.
A and C.
Yep.
Nice, easy ones to get, lots of access points, lots of different routes to get in.
Elevated, sneak in from top, bottom.
And then there's zone B in the middle, which is
where it's popping off.
It's off the hook.
Yep.
There's minions and creeps, like AI fighting against each other, and then you get in the middle of it, and it's crazy. So the gameplay...
surprisingly deep. I expected it to be kind of like a hack and slashy type game with maybe some abilities, but their guard mechanic and their strike mechanic has a lot of depth to it. It involves holding, it feels almost like just almost reaching the point of clunky, but not. Yeah, it's kind of really weird to explain. Like you hold L left trigger and you kind of in your guard state, and then you flick the right stick to kind of nullify your opponent's attacks as they come in. And then in those similar states, you use the other 2 bumpers to heavy or light attack.
Which sounds straightforward, but when you get in the thick of it, when it's one-on-one, it's so satisfying. It's really great, and it genuinely feels like really deep and tactical play, and it feels really tense. I think some of that maybe gets lost when it's 2-on-1 because not unfair, but it does. You do feel like the
I felt frustrated a lot of the time when I was on a 2v1 scenario because it felt like there was nothing I could have done, even playing at my best. You know, there's a lot of like depth in and like nuance to 1v1 fights.
Yeah.
Like you're very much focused in on a character and trying to see if they're moving their sword around to kind of parry it and that kind of stuff. But when you got 2 people, it's quite difficult. But I almost felt like that was the point. Like they want you to roll around in a pair or a group.
That's the thing. It does totally promote playing with another person, and the best bits I found like these great sort of opportune moments where it's you versus 2 enemies, and like your buddy will come and just totally save your ass, or you know, one person's down and you manage to resurrect them on the battlefield, and then you know the odds completely change in your favor. So it's a game where so much happens and so much comes up, and there's also things called Feats, which are sort of these powers that you earn by playing really well, and it can be anything from like an arrow, hailstorm, or just an arrow, or just being able to heal yourself and your teammates. And it's a game that's surprisingly in-depth, and I really, really enjoyed it.
There's a lot of wrinkles to it. It feels quite similar. It feels like a cross between something like Punch-Out in the like single 1v1 fights and Bushido Blade, where you have that kind of like control over how you swing your sword. There's a lot of wrinkles to it, and frankly I'm quite surprised at how much I enjoyed it. I had some amazing clutch moments. Like one of my favorite was when I was almost dead and the only thing I could do was focus. I decided I'm just going to focus on blocking because I could see in the distance one of my teammates running towards me, and I'm like, I just need to hold out long enough for him to get here, and I did it, and that guy came in and just come in with a grab and pulled the enemy away from me. And it was just a moment where I was like, yes, this is amazing.
But no, I mean, Dominion as well is a great mode for that, because not only is it first to 1,000 points, when you hit 1,000 points, the enemy team, the losing team, starts to break and you don't respawn. So it becomes this frantic, like, just
it's like
scrabble to kill everyone, but you can still resurrect people.
And you can like get your normal state back by taking enough points back off the other team, which is kind of like you're on an uphill struggle, but if you really band together and work together, stick together, roll in a pack, use your abilities properly, you can claw it back, and there is that kind of like excitement of having it happen.
So we had a blast with it. It comes out February 14th next year. Get it in mind for your Valentine's date. But for more on For Honor, make sure of course you stay tuned to GameSpot.com.